Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another episode of Mood Board Madness with Sara Scraps and I. Today we're working on this mood board that Sara chose, and I'm super excited to be working with some cat photos today, which I know a lot of you love to see me scrapbook. And this is Lillian in front of a TV which happens to have birding videos on. I don't know if you guys have done this with your cats, but my cats love to watch fake birds. I have a couple trees outside my window, but not too many birds in them, so when it's not a good bird day, I put on the TV for them and they have a good time. My inspiration from the mood board came mostly from the mint colors and the yellow colors in there. I've been loving a pop of yellow lately, so I pulled out these papers from DCWV's Happy Spring paper pad, which has been out for a few years now, so I'm sure next spring they'll release another paper pad that's quite similar, but it's probably hard to find right now. But what I wanted to do was incorporate both the inspiration from the mood board and also my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of September. So that's exactly what I did. Now, while my papers didn't really match the mood we were going for, I subbed in some other 12 by 12 papers and dove back into the embellishments from this kit and really made it work and had a ton of fun with it. And one of the things I've really been loving lately is mixing and matching my titles. Now, this will also be featured over on Patreon in a mini class I'm working on about mixing and matching titles. So you'll see me kind of work on a mixed and matched title on this layout, but there's plenty more that'll be happening over on Patreon that you can check out. But for now, this layout starts with that sort of busy yellow and green floral paper. What I really love about this floral design, it's very similar to some of the illustration design that I've pulled into my kit this month. And I think that's just always something that makes my heart so happy, is when illustration designs match across different collections, across different brands, across different designers, whatever it may be, because there's nothing better than seeing things go together better than you could have imagined. And that's all I could really ask for. But everything goes so smoothly here. I add in this layer with this brown gingham, which I think helps bring out some of Lily's colors, because she's obviously some orangish brown tones in this particular photo. It also helps incorporate the craft that I'm working on the right hand side here, with the start of my title that says The Life Currently. Don't worry, that'll change a little bit. Next up, I start going through the ephemera pack, which is from Crate Paper's Magical Forest, the same place where the 6x8 paper came from, for that brown gingham layer. And I've also started to pull out some chipboard pieces from Maggie Holmes' Gather chipboard that I have, and that includes that beautiful sort of rose with the different blue tones, the pink and yellow leaves. Very interesting color scheme, but kind of really works with the mood board if you just tinted the colors a little bit. I also put a chipboard piece in the top right, which is just a mint banner with some gold on it. And now I'm working on a cluster above the photo. So since I put this layer of gingham underneath, I really wanted to fill that space with something. And what I think might happen is my journaling might go to the right of there in some strips, because I think that would look really cute in the end. But I do audition some other pieces up there to try to see how full I'd like it to look versus not as full. So you'll see here I'll have this little gap at the bottom where I think my journaling will end up living. So as I start pulling out more elements from my kit, which my kit at this point in the month, since we're so far into the month, is just a pile of stuff on my desk. At some point during my creative process, I just stop putting it back to where it really should be in its nice organizer where it started the month, and it just becomes a nice pile on my desk to start sifting through, which is also super fun, but can also be super frustrating if you're looking for something very specific. So here's where I actually discovered that this sticker sheet I had included in my kit has a bunch of pieces that I want. So I'm clearly talking about birds in these photos, and in my journaling I found some bird stickers in this beautiful gorgeous yellow color, and also a cat sticker, which I didn't know would be in this Cartabella set. And I did manage to pull in a teeny tiny bit of red from that floral cluster I just pulled out from the same sticker sheet, because there's a little bit of red in there's actually a lot of red in the mood board, but you know, I pulled in a little bit here. And that's what's so great about mood boards, and you'll see when you go visit Sara's project, which I'll have linked down below. We start with the exact same inspiration and end up in completely different places, and I think that's what's so unique about mood boards and challenges, and why it's so fun to do with friends like Sara and I do. It's just such a fun idea to see how we could all end up in different places from the same point. And we'd love if you guys played along with the mood board as well. And I think it is a really classic one. You can't go wrong with this color scheme. I went for more of muted tones of the mood board colors, but you can totally go brighter, neon, pastel. There's so many ways to take it, and I had a lot of fun, especially trying to focus on that mint color, because that's where my initial inspiration struck. Now I can start building out my clusters, which I'm super excited with how they started turning out here, especially that top cluster, because I was really nervous about filling such a large space, but those tags really took up enough space up there that I didn't have to worry as much about it as I thought I might have. And what's really nice too is I'll have a lot of variation because of the chipboard that I have for the icons, as well as the chipboard title I've started to work on, which I'll finish after some things are in place. But I've really enjoyed mixing and matching so many things, including my alphabet. So it's not just going to be the life, which could totally be a title on a page. I end up going for something slightly more specific and on point, and I end up using the Pink Paisley Again and Again foam stickers, which this is the only thing I ever bought from that collection, but I adored that collection and I think it's perfect because it is a fall collection. But these are actually summer photos, surprisingly. I know, you can't believe it because it's just inside my house, but they are summer photos. But I went for like this fall homey theme that, again, the mood board almost inspired me by as well because of the typewriter. You know, there was some clothing items. Definitely a really fun one to work on. To find some additional elements, I do go through my sticker book because I thought there might be some more elements I might want to include. And I'm also happy to report that this voiceover is now accompanied by some bird chirping noises thanks to Poppy playing with the bird toy in the other room. But it's really fitting that we're talking about a bird themed layout when there's bird noises going on. But for some finishing touches, I pull out these old Studio Calico phrase stickers, which are actually travel themed, but I pick out play and I pick out good times, you know, just some more generic ones, and make them work for my little pictures of Lily here. Really desperately trying to get the birds on the TV or the squirrels on the TV, but I'm glad she can have some fun with it. And then I finish it off with a couple of these clear stickers from the Crate Paper Magical Forest collection. And lastly, instead of doing something like Nuvo drops or anything like that, I end up going for some lovely rhinestones, which it's been a very long time since I've used rhinestones, but my lovely friend Jana, who sent me this pocket letter that they came in, I wanted to use them. They're the perfect shade to go with this brown tone gingham. I just really liked how it turned out, and hopefully you guys do too. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I stuck to the mood board or if you would never guess this came from that mood board. And also be sure to check out Sarah's video, which will be linked down below. If you want more close-up photos and product links, I'll have all that information in the blog post linked down below. But thank you guys so much for watching and for tuning in for another episode of Mood Board Madness. I know Sarah and I are very happy to have you, and hopefully you found some inspiration along the way to join in on the mood board fun. Again, I think I ended up in a completely different place than Sarah did, but both of ours could be easily inspiring for a completely different mood board next week. So definitely stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to both of us so you don't miss out on the next Mood Board Madness challenge we concoct. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!